Hey you guys, so today I want to show you how I use clear water to do my push technique in subjects other than fur. And I used the push technique in this painting, which isn't done, but I do want to show you right here. I use the push technique. Right here, this is still wet. That one right there. And right here, you can see I've dropped clear water in to create those shadows. So for today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did some of these techniques to achieve a loose, impressionistic painterly style. And I took this picture of some strawberries and berries that I picked out of my garden this morning, and I'm going to try my hand at painting them. So I'm just painting in the negative spaces with clear water, and pretty much just painting clear water everywhere except the white highlights. Make sure everything's wet around it before I paint into it. Once again, I really want to get that loose feel. All right, now we're gonna go in with some ultramarine blue mixed with a little Windsor violet, mixed with a skosh of lamp black to gray it down. So I'm looking at this blueberry. Or maybe getting it a little more round here than my drawing. Put a bunch of water down in here. Let's put that shadow in. Going in with some lamp black, cream consistency. Just put in, I don't know if I like all that. Wring out my brush, go back in with some ultramarine blue, and then go in with some, as thick as I can get on my paintbrush, ultramarine blue. Forgot which blueberry I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm supposed to be looking at this one. Just make sure you make these edges all kind of irregular. Then I'm going to go in with some clear water, and while this is wet, I'm going to drop in some water right about in this area. And let's see if we can disperse some of this. To lighten it up. I'm going to wring out my brush, dab up some of that because I want it lighter, and then go in and put in another little drop. Just a little drop. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. That was a good one. You can see right here, it's still wet, but that's where I dropped in some clear water to do my push technique, and it's really making some nice textures. Also, right here is a place where I dropped in some clear water. You can see how it pushed it out. And in here, in the shadow there, you can see I dropped in clear water to move the paint particles around to make an interesting texture. Now this is damp dry. This is when we can use the technique of pushing that I explained in my push video, where you take some clear water and just a little drip. It's just a little drip at the tip of my paintbrush that I'm going to put in. I'm even going to blot it off because this is such a small area. And for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to do it, and it might mess up a little bit of what I've created, but I'm just going to put it along the edge into moist areas where I want to lighten and have that interesting rivulet effect. Now, here's a light spot in the plate, so we'll put some drips of water there too. And then, just for the sake of this tutorial, I'll put some over here where the plate might be a little lighter. And I kind of overdid it, but I just want you guys to have an opportunity to see how the paint reacts. When I do that push technique. So you can see I dripped one little tiny drop of water right in there, and it's pushing the paint that way. It's pushing the paint up, and it's really creating a soft, romantic edge. I want this to come over here though. Let's extend the boundary of this wet paint as much as possible. You can see where my boundary ended, and I don't want it to end there. Might be too late, but we can go back in and paint over it and fix it, but it'll be more fresh if we can do it now. So I'll just paint into that boundary now. And then, while this is wet here, let's make this boundary between the strawberry. Let's not lose that opportunity, because this needs to be a very soft boundary in here. And obviously I'll have to go back in again. And the strawberry has little white spots in it where there's seeds, so you kind of do a crosshatch action to try to save some of those. Right now I'm standing up and holding my brush, but see how pretty that's. See, because this was much wetter than this area, now it's making a rivulet into this, and it's really a pretty effect. Okay, I'm going to sit down and continue to develop this. I'm going to try to zoom in too so you can really see what the heck I'm doing. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to my studio again, and I will see you guys next week with my next 2 videos. And be sure to subscribe if you enjoy this video. I release new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. And hit the bell icon so you make sure that you don't miss any of my new uploads. Take care,